Welcome one and all. Sorry for the late start, but I was grubbing on some lunch. I mean, I gotta eat, right? I'm skinny, look at me, I gotta eat. Word up. But we here. Midday Mix Sounds live and direct, fully in effect. Thursdays and Fridays, 12 o'clock to 3, but sometimes I like to go extra. So I always say 12 to whatever. 3-4 hours. Either way, by the time I leave here, I would have been here for 4.5 hours. So that's considered a show. Amen to that. Do remember tonight, Sammy's Patio is where I will be spinning on the ones and twos from my man A&B, representing Dorchester to the fullest, alongside Frederick S. Holla, my man Mike Biggs, my homegirl Simone Iman, my man Ray Royale, the Nobodies representing Dorchester, Murdapans, crazy hip hop for that Heine. We gonna get it in, and I'm playing nothing but classics, just like you heard just now if you were tuning in. We gonna have some fun. Shout out to my man DJ Edition, aka Never Gets My Show Dates Right. He knows what I'm talking about, but representing Indie Pro Marketing, all that good stuff over there. I can't hate on the dude. I guess, when I'm saying, the next time Jay-Z has a free next CD from Jay, I want a free copy, because I didn't get Blueprint 3 from you, I didn't get Blueprint 2 from you, I didn't get the Blackout, I had to buy all that. Dag, son. Anyway, y'all know how I like to support local artists and all that good stuff, because quite frankly, well, I do it all the time. And today's no different. I don't do afternoon interviews usually. I haven't done one in a long time. But obligations are obligations, and I like to keep them because, people come back to those that fulfill their obligations. Word up. And I like to keep my contacts, darn it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do remember a couple of weeks back, I played a joint called Don't Wanna Hear It, featuring the legendary, and I mean legendary, Ed OG. And y'all know Ed OG's got a new album coming out May 17th called The Face in the Crowd. He will be here on the 16th. We're going to have 3 hours of Ed OG music. Everything from Life in the Kid in the Ghetto, Roxbury 02119, The Truth Hurts, Wishful Thinking, the Dedicated EP, the A&E album. We're going through all that, and you're going to hear new cuts off the brand new record. And that DJ Premier record called Fastlane, ooh, man. Congratulations to my man Ed OG. But Ed OG also is known for, working with new peoples. That's one thing about Ed OG, man. He likes working with the new Boston peoples that are out there doing big things and all that good stuff. So I got my man. This is my first time actually meeting him. He did a drop for me too, which I have not put on here yet because I'm so falling behind, because I'm focusing on the New England Urban Music Awards this coming Saturday and tonight's event and all that good stuff. So definitely. But my man, where you from?
I'm from all over.
The mic's on, by the way.
Alright, yeah, I'm from all over, man. I'm from Boston, but I mean, right now, I'll be down in Brockton. I claim Brockton, Quincy Point, I claim, Dorchester. I've been everywhere, man. Been everywhere my whole life.
Shout out to Boogie Down Brockton. Why they call that, I have no idea, because it's not Bronx. It's not the Boogie Down Bronx. Exactly. It's the Boogie Down Bronx. Anyway.
I might get someone confused right now.
Let's not confuse it. But it's all great, delicious. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me give a formal introduction. He is representing Brockton, Massachusetts. He is an up-and-coming MC that y'all should be looking out for. And I got a couple of his tunes we're going to throw at you.
Throw them out.
But in the meantime and in between time, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome, a midday mixdown DIVEFM welcome to my man Reject. What up, son?
Yeah.
Hold on, man. No. I got the applause, man. You don't have to do all that. Okay, I got the applause, man. Word up. Shout out to everyone tuning in right now. So, briefly, I like to always ask, first and foremost, why did you choose hip-hop as your voice of expression?
Man, I chose hip-hop, man, because, when I was a young kid, that's what I reached out to when I was out there, doing my thing, with my father or whatever. My parents, they were divorced, so, hip-hop always took me out of, the reality world, man. It was always something like, oh, I could bob my head to this. This is making me feel good right here, And, basically, hip-hop makes me feel better than any other music out there.
Now, for me, when I was coming up, because I'm a 70s baby and I'm, an 80s baby, for me, the first artist that I really got impacted by was Run DMC.
Oh, of course.
Who would you say is the first artist or group that you saw that just made you just fall in love with the art form of hip-hop?
Man, I'm gonna have to say Notorious B.I.G., man, or Tupac.
Okay.
Everyone says them, but honestly, if you really listen to their records and how clean they are, and how just smooth they are with their movement, it's just wonderful music, and that just caught my eye. Then I started getting into Third Bass, and I started getting Tribe Called Quest, and you know, even the Beastie Boys. I mean, the beats are crazy. I mean, just everybody, anybody. I mean, Edo G. You know, I mean, anybody that put real hip hop down is what, you know, really what inspired me.
Now, that's what's up. Now, back in the heyday when it first started, it took a lot for Caucasians and MCs to be accepted. I mean, let's keep it 100. Groups like Third Base. I think it's easier now.
Easier now, but it's still very hard, man.
But back, you're right, it is. But back in those days, cats like Third Base and Beastie Boys really made hard. And a lot of people don't know this, but cats like Everlast, who's been doing it forever, he started out with Ice-T's Rhyme Syndicate.
Oh, yeah.
And
from Boston, too.
He is? Now, see, that's something I didn't know.
Everlast from House of Pain.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he's from Boston.
See, that's something I didn't even know. Yeah. See, you learn something new every day. And another group that was off the radar called the Young Black Teenagers, and I'm not sure if you remember them or not, but it was harder then for Caucasian MCs to be accepted because it was mostly a dominated black field, everything. With Eminem blowing up now and cats like Bubba Sparks and Milkbone from the early 90s and so many other great MCs that are of the Caucasian flavor, do you find it easier now to be accepted, or do you still see it as a challenge?
I mean, it's always going to be a challenge, you know. I mean, I've done over 200 shows all over the place.
Wow.
You know, independent, you know. I mean, I started touring when I was 14, you know. I mean, I barely made it through.
Where did you perform at 14?
I was actually hype. I was a hype man for one of my label mates, B-Logo and, you know, and 6X. I actually hyped Infinity. That's what they were called.
Shout out to Infinity.
Shout out to Infinity. And, you know, I basically, you know, started building my own career, and, you know, now I'm here. But I mean, I do find it a lot harder to, you know, get involved with, you know, hip hop and, you know, at shows or whatever. They don't, you know, no one sweats a white boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on the mic at least.
That's what's up.
You know, you gotta prove yourself out here. And
Amen.
That's what I think I did with that Don't Wanna Hear It record.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And before we get into these records, well, we're gonna play at least one record for the moment in time. I asked every artist this as well. Recall your best show date experience that you can think of at this moment. That time when you were just on stage and be like, yo, this is that moment. If I were to die, I would be happy with this moment.
Alright, man, I'm gonna definitely have to say, June 18th, we sold out the Palladium ourselves as Hightown Records. Look us up too, Hightown Records. We've been in the game for about 5-6 years independent. But yeah, I mean, it was insane. I think it was D12 was there with us and a couple other people, and I think everyone left after we got off the stage, and that was crazy.
Wow.
Because I mean, this whole venue was packed, and they all had the merchandise on and everything, and a lot of people didn't even stay for D12. They were just there to see us, so that felt really good. And that was at the Palladium in Worcester, man.
Actually, there was a group, I forgot the name of the group. They opened up for Keith Murray, and they brought the majority of the audience, and after they were done, everybody left, and Keith Murray only got to rock for like 20-25 people. And I'm not gonna front, yo, Keith Murray, you were terrible that night. His DJ was off cue. He didn't remember most of his lyrics. I think he was too drunk. Like, great sad indication of a sad show. Legends, get it together. Keith, you're a legend as far as I'm concerned. Get it together. Seriously, get it together. Anyway, alright, that's my bragging point for the moment. Anyway, like I said, we got my man Reject in the studio. He's representing Brockton MASS to the fullest, and he's gonna be here, and we're gonna play his joint right now. We're gonna play one of them. I'm not gonna play the second one just yet because I don't want to. We're gonna play the first one though, and like I said, it features the legendary Roxbury native Edo G.
Yeah.
And of course, if you got Edo G on the record, that's a great push. You know what I'm saying? Great push. He's not leaning on that crutch, but it's a great push. Oh, he's definitely opening doors. So if you want to holler at him, I'm going to get Reject on the chat line so you can talk to him. Sweet T, one of my DJs here, the only female DJ here at the station, said hello, Reject. She's cute. She's cute. He's taken, but she's cute.
I'm taken.
Beautiful. He said he's a horrible mess.
No, I said I'm all over mess.
Oh, I thought you called yourself a horrible mess. I'm like, don't put yourself down.
Like that.
But anyway, let's get into this joint. World premiere record right here. Boston's own Reject. If you didn't hear it the first time, you're gonna hear it now. Featuring the legendary Edo G. Joint's called Don't Wanna Hear It. And if you're speaking rah-rah, well, we don't want to hear it. Let's go.